Tekken 8 has kicked off with a solid lineup, featuring a bunch of classic characters that fans have loved for years. While it's great to see some new faces and familiar legends, there are quite a few key fighters from earlier games that are noticeably missing. Whether they'll make a comeback as DLC is still up in the air, leaving these characters as nostalgic memories for now. The series has always had this pattern of swapping out characters, and Jak 8 is just another example of that. He's basically the same robot we've seen in every main game. The same goes for Kuma, who's taken on a similar role and fighting style as his predecessor. But aside from these guys and some story-exclusive characters, there are some big names that fans are missing in Tekken 8. Tekken 3 was a huge leap forward for the series, and now that it's over 25 years old, its characters are pretty much legacy fighters. Take P-Jak, for instance. Gunjack was a standout character rather than just another mass-produced model. Then you've got Dr. B and Mokujin, who added a fun and quirky vibe to the game. Ogre is still a fan favorite for DLC, even though he doesn't really fit into the Tekken 8 storyline. But it's rare to see boss characters come back in fighting games. A lot of the original fighters from the early days of Tekken didn't make it into Tate, even though many of them were in Tekken 7 as DLC. It makes sense that some characters like Armor King, Anna, and Kunomitsu were left out for their newer versions, but fighters like Ganryu and Wang could really shake things up with their unique styles. It can be a bit confusing to tell P-Jak apart from his numbered versions, but this one is a specific robot that hasn't been replaced in every sequel. Tekken 2 also had some quirky characters that are missing from Tate. It introduced those fan-favorite animal boxers, like Alex the Raptor and Roger the Kangaroo, who are still iconic even though they haven't been seen since Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Angel is another unique character that hasn't made a comeback. Lai is the only one from that era who's shown up recently, while Bacon Bruce are popular choices for Tekken 8 DLC thanks to nostalgia. As for the newer generation of fighters, Tekken 3 was a big deal, but now that it's been around for over 25 years, those characters are also considered legacy fighters. Before Tekken 5 kicked off a new era, Tekken 4 was kind of the last classic title, and it introduced some memorable fighters like Christie and Mada, with most of the characters from later games making it into Tekken 8. The missing fighters from Tekken 4 are like the last remnants of the franchise's earlier days. These are the classic Tekken characters which I think will be in Tekken 8 Roaster, or as a DLC. Comment down what you all think about this. Subscribe, like, share the video.